You can ride 700 miles from Denver to Abilene on a blue paint under the sky, filled with stars and mysteries, with the moon and the bones, demons and saints. Okay, that's one hat I wear. That of the kind of folky country western songwriting guy. And I've played in clubs all the way through school. It's how I made a living. And once I graduated in '86, I became a teacher. And this is the persona for teaching. Um, I was teaching beginning painting, and so I feel like I had to develop my skills as a beginning painter. I mean, I really had to, um, learn perspective and shading and all of that, and color mixing and everything, and work on those skills. Um, Instead of doing, but along with it, I was still painting non-objective painting, and I continued to do non-objective painting. I like shapes and colors for their own sake. And my approach to representational painting really is sort of abstract. I see the forms and the shapes, and composition is the big deal with me. So, um, but I did a lot of public sculpture, and I did work for corporate offices and things like that. I sold work to movies and television, and hotels, hospitals, law firms, that kind of thing, particularly in LA. So, but then in the mid '90s, at some point, a friend of mine, Martin Betts, had an exhibit at the Long Beach Art Museum of Robert Cottingham paintings, and he asked me to do a painting for a collector, to substitute for one he borrowed from that collector to the show. And I did. I painted a large painting, I think it was 5 by 5 feet, of an abandoned gas station, to lend to the collector, so that the Cottingham could be in the Long Beach show. And that was sort of the start of this series that lasted for 10, 15 years. It's still going on. Um, Along with that, I continued to explore throwing painted canvases, cutting things up, building things, non-objective art. And I really enjoy that whole process of process painting, basically. Hard edge painting, too. I went through a phase where I was doing things on the computer, and I had to show a coastline of pieces that I made from pieces that I designed in Illustrator and Photoshop. And that went well. I've got one piece from that series at the Maddie Museum in it's in Dallas, Texas. So that was fortunate. But I couldn't stick with the masking tape and all that. I mean, I just wound up going back to representational painting. So I also wear this hat, which is my urban sophisticated look. So I'm going to take it out with a song from this look. By the way, I'm going to be painting landscapes now, I think, for a while. I think there's time for a little bit of this. Up in Chicago where the cold winds blow, down by the lake there's ice and snow. There's a body lying in a ditch with 16 bullet holes in it. The police are coming to investigate. The coroner's wagon is on its way. Might be Red Baker, some folks say. Somebody saw the killers get away in a big black car. It was a big black car. It was a couple of guys with machine guns riding in a big black car. Okay, and thank you very much. Thanks again to David Michael Lee for having me participate in this show. And I hope you like the work. And the work of all the other artists in the show, too, which, by the way, are fantastic. Okay, Thank you.